Vladimir Putin has announced that he will unblock Ukraine's ports. And it is good news. But I trust Putin's deals as much as I would trust Elon Musk around my wife, so we'll see how that goes. Also, WWE founder Vince McMahon has been forced to retire after it came out that he may have paid up to $15 million to hush up sexual misconduct allegations over the last 20 years. Yeah, and you know something's over the line when pro wrestling catches it, because those refs never see anything, you know? In celebrity news, Drake is under fire for posting a picture of a random woman that he saw at a restaurant to his Instagram, saying that he tried to airdrop the picture to her so she could see how hot she looked. Yeah. And while it's not like the worst thing in the world, I think we can all agree it's a little creepy, you know? In fact, as punishment, Drake should have to ride the subway and then let all the creeps airdrop their dick pics to him, you know? We'll be like, ah, shit, why does he look like a cauliflower? And of course, the most exciting thing that happened over the weekend, we got the first trailer for Black Panther 2, Wakanda Forever. And I don't know if you saw it, but that trailer was amazing. And it was so black. What? Yo, black people were celebrating that trailer the same way white people celebrate when Trader Joe's drops a brand new frozen meal. They're like, pumpkin ravioli, what? All right, but let's get into the big news of the day, starting with the major announcement from the World Health Organization. And yes, you already know the news is going to be bad, because the World Health Organization, they never call us to say, hey guys, we just want to let you know the world is healthy, everything's fine. No, they only pop up to say shit like this.
With cases rapidly on the rise, this morning, the World Health Organization is sounding the alarm on monkeypox, declaring the virus a global health emergency. Across the country, the numbers are steadily rising. Less than 2 weeks ago, the CDC listed just over 1,400 confirmed cases nationwide. Now, that number has nearly doubled, with cases in all but 5 states. The nation's epicenter, New York, where nearly 900 people have been infected. The last time the World Health Organization made this designation was January of 2020 in response to COVID-19.
Why? Another global health emergency? No! We just got done with ignoring this pandemic. I don't know if I can handle another one. My heart can't take this. And also, why is New York the epicenter again? Huh? Haven't we been through enough? Hurricane Sandy, coronavirus, the Knicks. No, I'm joking. Sandy wasn't a complete disaster. Seriously, people. And what is it about New York? Why do diseases love it? You know, what is it about this place? Outside of like the rats and the cockroaches and the subways full of feces and piles of garbage on the sidewalk. Outside of all of that, why do diseases love New York? Now, the good news and the big difference between monkeypox and COVID is so far, monkeypox doesn't seem as dangerous so far. We still got to take it seriously. But for most people, it gives you some painful boils for like a few days, and then it's gone. Yeah, and after COVID, I'm not going to lie, that doesn't faze me. Yeah, because it's like, is this going to kill 1 million people and shut down the planet? No? Well, then I'm taking these boils to the club, baby. Aye. Now, you may have noticed that online or somewhere else, people are saying that monkeypox is a gay disease. Please understand that that is not true, all right? Yes, gay men who are very sexually active are at higher risk of getting the disease because it's transmitted through touch, but it is not a gay disease, okay? Anyone can get it. So while we should make sure the gay communities get the support that they need, we also shouldn't stigmatize them and make it seem like monkeypox is their disease. The same way COVID wasn't a Chinese person's disease, the same way AIDS wasn't an African person's disease, all right? No matter where a disease starts, if you don't stomp it out, it could spread out to the larger population. That's how diseases work. You know, some disease might start in a frat house, but if you don't stop it, one day your granny could be on the phone with you like, I don't have much longer, sweetie. The doctors say I've got boy fever. It's really bad. So let's not blame any one group of people here for monkeypox. The ones we should be blaming are the monkeys. Yeah, don't forget, all these diseases come from monkeys. And it's not a mistake. They're trying to kill us. Yeah, because you see, remember, we used to roll with the monkeys. And then what did? We secretly went away. We got clothes and computers. And we left our monkey brothers behind. Yeah. Then they're like, all right, screw you guys. You said you were going to the shop to buy cigarettes, and now you build cities and shit, and you left us naked in the bushes eating bananas. We're gonna show you. But even though it's an emergency, let's not get too stressed out, all right, about something that may or may not become a worldwide disaster. Because we've already got a worldwide disaster to focus on. It's called climate change. Yeah, it's the reason everyone was sweating so much this weekend. They managed to make weight for the big fight. But I'm an accountant. You made weight. Get in there, champ. Last week, we saw how the heat was affecting Europe, right? Temperatures were hitting record highs. Wildfires were in multiple countries. And now the U.S. is experiencing the same thing.
Many cities are seeing record-breaking temperatures, meters hitting triple digits in areas throughout the Northeast, and that could be the case the rest of the week as well.
That's right. At least 4 cities set new marks, including Boston, Newark.
In California, the Oak Fire has burned at least 10 structures. These newlyweds coming back to their home to find it reduced to ash. Many wondering if they'll even have a home to come back to. Wildfires sending residents fleeing in the west. Emergency crews in Yosemite National Park working day and night from the ground and in the air, trying to contain the more than 15,000-acre Oak Fire.
This is the not-so-mighty Rio Grande near Albuquerque, New Mexico. High temps and extreme drought have caused water levels to drop to their lowest point in about 40 years. These new satellite images showing just how much water Lake Mead has lost to a massive drought. Its water levels are at their lowest point since 1937. That is just after the lake was created by the Hoover Dam.
Yeah, it looks like the world is on fire, and soon all of our drinking water will be gone. So joke's on you, Monkeypox. Yeah, you can't kill us if we're killing ourselves first, bitch. Humans, 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 humans. Yeah, we're all gonna die. But once again, we're being reminded, if humanity doesn't get our act together soon, Mother Nature's going to handle this problem herself. The thunderstorms are going to become more thundery. The droughts are going to be more droughty. Planet's going to be so hot, Drake is going to airdrop it a picture of itself. I mean, did you guys feel how hot it was this weekend? Did you feel it? That shit was no joke. My sweat was sweating. For a second, I thought my Uber made a mistake and dropped me off in hell. I said 14th Street! It was so hot. I was just walking into random stores, just like to steal their air conditioning. I'm not gonna lie. And when I say every store, I mean every store. Even stores I had zero business being inside. And the worst thing is, you know, when you do that, you have to act like you actually want to buy something, even when you don't. So, you guys, you don't do custom eye holes, yeah? Yeah? It's all just off the rack. Okay, yeah. And you said the crosses are not self-burning, but you can get an Easy Light version online? Okay, yeah. Well, you know what? I'm going to come back. I'm just going to go to Sephora because I need to get some of whatever they sell. And yeah, I'll be back. What was your name again? Wizard? Wizard? All right, thank you. No, I'll be back. Yeah, I'll be back. Yeah, I'll definitely come back. I did not go back. But again, let's not get too stressed about this disaster that could end human life on Earth. Because we can still change it. And besides, we need to save some of our stress for another existential threat, the robot apocalypse.
And Russia, a supremely bad move at the Moscow Chess Open. A chess-playing robot apparently malfunctioned and broke its young opponent's finger.
We see the robot taking one of the boy's pieces, but when he makes a move quickly, the robot grabbed his finger hard enough to break it. Officials say the 7-year-old didn't wait long enough before that next move, but he was back playing the next day.
So that robot tried to kill that child, and everyone just went back the next day like nothing happened? Also, who is programming a chess robot with enough strength to break a human hand? This is chess, not UFC. What is this, rook to chokehold, bitch? I actually would watch more chess if there was chokeholds, I'm not gonna lie. But this is how it starts, people. Siri stops listening to you. A chess robot breaks a 7-year-old's finger. Next thing you know, your Roomba is sneaking up behind you with a knife. Prepare to die, humans, prepare to die. Where are you, humans? Prepare to die. All right, that's it for the headlines. But before we go to a quick break, let's check in on the stock market with our finance expert, Michael Costa, everybody. What's going on, Michael? More importantly, what's happening in the stock market?
Yeah, you know, I'm actually not crushing it. So,
What?
Yeah. Psych, I'm crushing it. I'm also trying to bring back psych, but it's not really working. So, psych, it's working, and I'm crushing it, dude. I am crushing it. And I got a hot tip. You want to make some money in the market? I got a hot tip, so pay attention.
Great.
All right, so let's get into this. Is the Actually, before we do this, that Black Panther trailer. Oh, right? That was amazing. I got 2 things to say about Black Panther. Okay, first one, Wakanda forever, all right? And the second one is people have been telling me to stop doing that, all right? So that's my last one. Psych, Wakanda forever, you know what I'm saying? All right. So this is the the robot that broke the
chess robot?
Yeah. A robot breaks a child's finger and nothing happens to it? That's unfair. You know, but my 2-year-old niece puts her finger in my mouth and I bite down and now I'm a monster? Okay? You ate the last cupcake, Denise. You gotta learn some boundaries. All right, the big news, Trevor, in the WWE right here is and look, I wrestled in middle school, so I understand this, okay? I wasn't on the wrestling team, but I was thrown down and beaten up a lot, okay? Look at this, 8% increase in one day. I know what you're thinking, this is wrestling, that's fake. No. This is real. Almost as real as those injuries I sustained throughout middle school. But look, here's what happened. The CEO of WWE, Vince McMahon, stepped down, and this thing climbed higher than a unitard up a sweaty wrestler's butthole, okay? Now, this is humiliating for Vince McMahon, okay? This is like if you go to a party, and then as soon as you leave, everyone's like, that's when it got good. That's what Vince McMahon is dealing with right here. There's been a big shakeup at WWE. They hired a new creative director, Triple H, a former wrestler, or as I refer to him as, But here's what I'm hoping for, Trevor, all right? With this infusion of cash, I'm hoping the WWE buys some better furniture, you know? Stop with these folding chairs and these tables that break all the time. How about some solid oak, something heavy like a hickory, and then you hit the referee with that, okay? I promised you a hot tip.
Yeah.
All right? Okay, here's a hot tip. Think about this, all right? If you're the CEO of a struggling company, okay, just say you're leaving, wait for the stock to go up, right? Then you say, psych, I'm back in, Wakanda forever.
Michael Costa, everybody.